Alright folks, welcome to round number 4. Currently sitting pretty on 3rd place at 3-0. Definitely having a good time. My opponent says, hey. I'll say, hey. Alright, the sound looks great. The sound looks very, very good. So this is a turn 3 Titan? No, it's not. We need an amulet for a turn 3 Titan, or we need to naturally draw it. So this is going to be a turn 2 Empath. Because we have multiple options depending on what my opponent is on. We can explore onto Windswept Heath. They move to 6, by the way. Temple Guard, what is this? Oath of Nissa. Alright, devoted to it. Okay. Okay, play Stacy on 1. So if they have the combo, we're just dead, even if we draw a Dryad here. But we have like 0 outs game 1, so we're going to draw a Dryad. Play Valakut and say go. They have it, they have it. Not much for us to do there. Gonna be flashing in. Let's see if they have it. Hallowed Fountain, okay. That's a good one to know about. That's the Fairy Time Raveler. Don't care too much about that one. Definitely going to be doing something to response, however. What we play here is potentially important, actually. So I think it's going to be the Garrison, because now we need to make sure we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, we need to play the Breeding Pool, don't we? So if we play the Breeding Pool next turn, we can Empath into... Because I guess we have the potential of drawing an amulet, so we kind of want to hold on to the... Okay. So we Empath here for Titan. Stacy. We bounce the forest. Say go. So next turn we can play both lands. We cannot haste, unfortunately. We don't have enough to haste. So the best draw is a Dryad. Bar none, basically. I'm gonna make infinite mana here. Yeah, this seems like a finale. So there's the infinite mana. Should we ask them? Okay, that's lethal. That's pretty cool. That's a really cool version of the deck with like the fairy and like a bunch of planeswalkers. It's pretty sick. Alright, let's stick this in there. These in there as well, and explosives. We got these. We probably want to keep the Bojuka Bog, but we can shape the Ghost Quarter. And we can probably cut the Empaths. Yeah. This matchup is overall just pretty horrible. So I'm not too upset about dying here. Maybe we should be bringing in Peace Within, actually. Let's do it over a Cavern. Actually, let's do it over Radiant Fountain. Whoops. Not enough time. If we have a bounce land, this hand is incredible, but if we don't have a bounce land, this hand doesn't do anything. This is slightly better. At least we have interaction. Elf. I'm definitely not playing around Blood Moon out of their 4-color deck, right? It's gonna be a turn 3 Titan. Unfortunately, it's with an Azusa, not with a Dryad, so we're not gonna get Valakut triggers and stuff, but it's nice that we don't care about their potential hate, meaning Damping Sphere, like those kind of like silly artifacts. Ashiok isn't even a problem because we can just beast within it, so we don't even really care. Okay, so they go for Breeding Pool. So maybe they're just playing like a Planeswalker kind of deck of sorts. So Walking Ballista, which doesn't do anything. Play Azusa. Play this. Bounce this. Play this. Bounce this. So if the Azusa doesn't die, 1, 2, 3, 4. If the Azusa doesn't die, we can actually haste the Titan next turn, which is pretty sweet. Even if the Azusa dies, we can technically play a Titan and kill. We can play a Titan and we can also kill the thing. It avoided Druid if they were to play it. Which is nice. Let's see what they do. Just gonna have 6 here. There's nothing we're really representing because we don't have the blue to pay for Pact Negation, so gonna go get a Druid here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have 1 land drop remaining, so we're going to Summoner's Pact for Primetime, of course. Gonna cast Primetime. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get Vestige. I guess Bounce Land is better than Vestige. No, because then we can't. I want to make sure that we exile this thing. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do Bog plus Vestige. Going to stack my triggers like so. The Bojuka Bog first, so it resolves last. We're doing this. We beast within the Devoted Druid. And then we Bojuka Bog it. So they cannot bring it back with one of their silly cards, like what's his name? If they have something like Magus, we die. But I am willing to concede to a Magus out of my opponent's, potentially 4-color deck with no Astrolabe. But this plays around Postmortem Lunch, which my opponent could have. Definitely not 100% sure that they do have it, but they have a path that is annoying, but it's also just fine too. Because we already have a T-West here. Which is what allows me to make the play happen anyway. So Bounce Land allows me to haste, and allows me to transmute. Also, it's interesting to know that they have access to Path to Exile. So they're gonna put a counter on the Ballista. Oh, another Finale. Okay. They should have definitely attacked. Like, I cannot realistically block, right? Because I need the Azusa to be alive in order to transmute, so... Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we play a bounce line, we replay blue to transmute. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we still cannot cast it, so it's correct for me to do this. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. When to attack, I see if they bite. They're not gonna, but this is pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I might just die here anyway. Karn. Okay. Karn is not lethal. They have access to 4 mana. So they can probably mine us for another Wokey Bee and Snare and Bridge. Okay. 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 Very interesting. Play my amulet and it's the turn. We still have lethal, I think, unless they go infinite. They do have some top decks, like any infinite, like any of the dudes this year. Just goes infinite here, but we have a bunch of draws to just allow us to kill with Valakut. Another Walking Ballista. Okay, it's a big Walking Ballista. So I guess the Dryad is no longer lethal. Alright, Titan. Hello there. So they have to sack both ballistas to kill this Dryad. 2, 3. Transmute. Pact. Prime time. So we only get one shot at this. We only get one shot at this. So I think I'm gonna do... I mean, I kind of have to do Valakut plus Bounce Land, right? Instead of Valakut plus Teleria. Or I can do Valakut plus Teleria. It does force the issue anyway. Except now I am making, like, the Titans are still great draws, but now I'm making any bounce land is a good draw. Now any bounce land is a good draw. The only problem now is that they're gonna get. I guess they not for a couple of turns. So they don't have lethal. Ranger Captain, so they can find another ballista here. That's annoying. Another aggro elf. Huh. Why another aggro elf? One, two, three, four. Yes. Stacy. It's potentially relevant. I doubt it is, but Snare Bridge is kind of beating here. They are out of ballistas, so they can't really kill me here. So we have 2 turns before they can get coding going. Oh, they drew another Karn. That is worst case scenario. They drew another Karn. Yeah. That's far and away the worst possible case scenario for us. Now they can get a couple of ballistas. 2, 3, 4. So they are going to have answer to another Dryad. Ugh, it's getting annoying. Base Within is gone. I don't have access to like Rex Sage or Force of Vigor or anything like that. I guess I should have. I should have expected Ensnare Bridge out of them. Okay. Yeah, they're feeling really silly right now. Hopefully they minus for another ballista and they make it huge and we get some value by disputing it, but I doubt that's gonna be the case. Maybe it is. I'm definitely siding out the dispute in place of Rex Sage or whatnot for the next game. Wow, this is gonna be... That's a good dispute right here. That's a good dispute right here. Nope. My opponent says Kappa. Maybe they just don't have liquid metal coating. So they're gonna be able to put 1, 2, 3 counters on the ballista, so they're gonna be able to kill my Titan. Shit. Gotta instill fear. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, like by picking Tulare West instead of the bounce land to trigger the Valakut, like we are forcing the issue just the same, except that like we're making more potential draws better for us. But like all the duds are still duds, right? There's nothing to do there. Like all the bad cards are still gonna be awful. It's interesting. Okay, so they can't kill Titan this turn. So we're probably gonna find this is very rough. This is very, very rough. Semi-Growth Chamber is definitely in the menu. Semi-Growth Chamber is definitely in the menu. And Field of the Dead. So if I think this is the play here. Just gonna bounce one of these bounce lands. So we still have access to a land draw plus a scout activation. So we're gonna pact for Dryad. Oh, no, we can't explosives. What am I saying? There's a card on board. We're definitely gonna cyber differently for game 3 if we get there. So this means that they can't do it this turn. Yeah, so they put a counter, then they do the thing. So it would have costed them the Walking Ballista to do it that turn, basically. So by not playing the land there, we're forcing them into a slightly more awkward situation. It's pretty interesting that they're going after my amulet. They're attempting to kill the Karn here. So they're gonna kill the Dryad in response. So they have to. It's an interesting stack we got ourselves going on here. All because of my misboarding. I should have thought about Karn. I mean, they have Karn, right? Like, the chances of they're having a Snare Bridge are not 0. Huge punt on my part. Huge punt on my part. So they're trying to kill my Stacy here. Bounce the turf. Stacy down. 1, 2. So they can only put 2 counters on the Ballista. So if we top deck exactly a Pact or a Dryad. So if we top deck exactly a Pact or a Dryad this turn, I think we actually win the game. So it has to be exactly Pact or Dryad on this very turn. Let's go! Ugh. Oh, hello there. Well, we're gonna be dismembering the Walking Ballista, right? Oh, I totally forgot to. Whoops. Should have taken. I forgot that I was auto yielding to the Ballista, so I should be at 7 here. All right, so we have another turn to draw into a Ballista. We need to find another Dryad or Summoner's Pact on this very turn. We have 2 Dryads remaining and 2 Summoner's Pacts. That's a lie, 1 Summoner's Pact. All right, so they're going for the same line that they went for earlier, where they exile their own thing. They drew another card. Oh, come on. Why is my opponent so better at drawing their good cards than I am? So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a huge ballista. Okay. Ugh. This is so bad. I lost this game in sideboarding though. Game 1 I lost because they just had the thing, right? But I lost this game in sideboarding. If I had sideboarded properly, like just the one of Rex Sage. Brutal. Opponent says that's the most ballistas I've ever cast in a single game. It's rough. That's rough. We were not gonna get there anyway. Yeah, definitely we lost because of my poor sideboarding. That was a really big mistake. In the future, if I do face this this deck again, I'm going to think about the fact that they might have an Eastern Bridge, even though it's not an obvious card for them. It is definitely worth me just playing like the one-off Reclamation Sage, you know? It is definitely worth the one-off slot. But yep. Alright, so I'm gonna be back for round number 5, sorry. And the very last one. So hopefully we get a cool little 4-on-1 and we get a bunch of QBs and whatnot. But yeah, see you later. Bye bye.